thank you for coming to another class. Today we're going to spice things up and it's going to lead into dancer pose at the end of class. So make sure that you have your blocks and a strap or whatever you use for your props. Don't forget to subscribe and let's go and get into it. We'll start in Tadasana Mountain Pose at the top of your mat or facing me, palms facing out, and close your eyes if that feels good. Inhale in through your nose, expanding your belly as big as you can make it, and exhale through the mouth. Breathe in again, in through the nose, and exhale. Continue to breathe here. And picture a bright light, whatever color you choose, shooting out from the palms of your hands. This light is energy, this light is power, power that you hold. And we're going to wield some of that today. So let's start with a big inhale with our arms up overhead. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. Back down to our sides. One more time. Inhale, arms up. And exhale. Back down. Actually, let's go for one more time because it'll lead us into our next pose. Inhale your arms up and leave them there. Elongate your spine. Reach towards the sky with your hands in prayer. And then exhale over to the right, hinging only from the torso. It doesn't matter how far you can go. And then inhale, center, and exhale over to the opposite side. Inhale, center, exhale, back over. Inhale, center, exhale, opposite side. Inhale, center, and then exhale. Do a little bit of a back bend. Again, it does not matter how far you can go. And then inhale slowly for center. And then on your exhale, come down for a fold. Now you can come to blocks here or the mat. You can come near your ankles. Find some movement here though, wherever you are. Choose your own adventure. Shake it out. Loosen those muscles. Inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, find stillness. And then we'll inhale, halfway lift. Bringing your hands up to your knees, shoulder blades together for a flat back. And exhale, back down. Now inhale here, and then exhale, find your way down to your mat, however you need to get there. And release. Okay, now we will come into tabletop. So, shoulders stacked over wrists and hips stacked over knees. Actually, I should probably bring you guys down with me, shouldn't I? I should start doing that. Okay. All right, y'all. So, shoulders stacked over wrists and hips stacked over knees. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So, inhale, curve the back in for your cow, sticking that butt out. And exhale, curving the back out for cat. Bringing that tailbone in. And then exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. And do a few of these back to back on your own breath. Maybe about 5 more. And we'll meet back in table. Don't forget your breath. Okay, now from here, we are going to transition into our downward dog. So, tucking the toes, inhaling your hips up, pointing the tailbone out, making sure that your feet are hips distance apart, pushing down equally into your hands as you are your feet, as you bring your heels down to the mat. Now it's okay if they don't touch. There is something to be said about also being able to go up on your tippy toes. In fact, if you go up on your tippy toes and bend into your knees a little bit, it might make it a bit easier to stay in this pose. You can bring your feet a little closer and breathe. Maybe find some movement in your dog. Pedal out the feet, sway the hips. Let that neck rest. Inhale here, and then exhale your knees back down. But staying where you are, we will transition to dolphin. Now, dolphin is essentially downward dog, with the exception that you are coming down to your forearms instead of your hands. So, being back in table, coming down to your forearms, or you can also come to blocks. You're going to tuck your toes, inhaling your hips up, and walking in just a bit more to send your butt up to the sky, bringing your chest down to the mat, dolphin pose. Now, same with downward dog, you can also bring a micro bend into the knees here to help give yourself some support. But breathe here. Make sure that your neck isn't all shrugged into your shoulders. You're pushing down through your forearms. Pushing those heels down to the mat. Now inhale here. Exhale your knees down. Release. And come back up to your table. Shake it out. Grab a drink of water. Alright, y'all, now we are going to do our chaturanga, which I will also show afterwards a little bit of a flow from dog to dolphin to chaturanga down to the mat. But back in our table, we're going to come to a high plank. So, with your hands under your shoulders, bring your legs back to come to your toes, engage the core, high plank. Now from here, we're going to move forward on our toes, and then as we exhale down, keeping our arms 90-degree angles at our sides, coming down for chaturanga.
I forgot to mention, you can also come to your knees to come down for your chaturanga instead of doing high plank, like those girly push-ups that they used to show you in school.
Now, if you need a way to test yourself, because a lot of people's arms will splay out to the sides, go ahead and take a block and line it up with your forearm. And then coming into your high plank. As you chaturanga down, bringing up on your toes forward, and then chaturanga down. If your arms are staying in at your sides, your block won't fall down. Now, my fat is kind of making it go to the side, but I do want to show you what it would look like if you're doing it incorrectly. So, what most people do not do is they do not come up forward on their toes. So in high plank, they'll just start to come down here, and you see how my elbow knocked into the block? So that is not what we want to do. Definitely want to make sure that we come up on our toes. So now, as promised, I'm going to do a little bit of a flow from downward dog to dolphin to chaturanga. And I will meet you guys down in chaturanga, so feel free to follow along with me. Grabbing some water. Alright, y'all. So coming into table, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, we're going to tuck our toes and inhale our butt up, pressing those heels down, inhaling and exhaling. And then inhale here to come shoulders over wrists, bringing your body forward. And then exhale down to your forearms for dolphin. Walk your feet up a bit. Breathe. And then on your next inhale, come back up to dog. Exhale. And then inhale, come up on your toes to come forward into high plank. And then we're going to chaturanga down. Exhaling, bringing your body down, arms 90 degrees, down to the mat. And release. We will come to all meet on our bellies. And we will come into Sphinx pose. So, on your belly, arms out in front of you, with your shoulders stacked over your elbows, your neck not slumped into your shoulders, but pulled up as if you have a string pulling the top of your head, actively pushing down into the mat with your forearms, your legs, the tops of your feet, almost as if you're trying to push yourself up off the mat. And breathe. Inhale and exhale, release. Shake out the wrists, the elbows, the arms, whatever you gotta do. And bring yourself back up to your seat, preferably on your knees, but go where you need to go and take a moment, get some water, take a breath. Thank yourself for coming to your mat today. Okay, now we are going to go into high lunge. So first, we will start in low lunge. So let's bring our left leg forward first, starting on our knees, bringing our left leg forward so that our hips are still stacked over our right knee. Our left knee is bent so that it's not coming over the ankle. And we will inhale our arms up. You can feel free to push your hips down to the mat. You'll feel that in your hip flexors. Clench the glutes, feel them work. Inhale, make those arms long. And exhale, release. And we'll go to the other side. Bringing your right leg out, knee over ankle. Inhale. Arms up. Again, clench those glutes. Push your tailbone down. Choose your own adventure. Inhale and exhale. Release. Okay, so now going back to your left side, I want you to find your stability here. Because what you're going to do is, first of all, keep your blocks here if you need. But what you're going to do is tuck your back toe and then inhale, lift yourself up for high lunge. Now, feel free to come to blocks here. This is still high lunge. But wherever you want to go there now. Keep that back leg straight, that front knee over ankle, not beyond. It can come back a little bit though. And breathe. If this is too much, go ahead and drop that knee down. Take one more breath here. And exhale. Drop the knee down to release. Bring the arms down. And we'll go to the other side. So, right leg out in front, like we're in low lunge. Find your stability. Tuck the back left toes. And inhale yourself up. Don't be afraid to use the blocks. Straighten that leg and breathe. You can also keep your hands at your hips. Take one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Knee to mat to release. Beautiful, guys. Now you are ready to get into dancer pose. So let me bring you guys back up. Okay, guys, so first I will go through and cue dancer pose, and then I will show some modifications. So we'll start with our right leg. So right leg coming to the center of the mat, finding your stability here. Spread those toes out for some extra balance. And then you're going to bend your left leg, your left knee rather, to catch your back foot. Now, I want you to make sure that you are holding the back of your foot from the outside, not the inside. Once you see I'm holding it from the inside, this opens up my shoulder. So then when we go into dancer pose, it's going to automatically open up my hip. So holding your foot from the outside ensures that your shoulder stays closed and that your hip will also stay closed when we move back. So starting again, right foot, grabbing the outside of my left foot, keeping it tight into my body, not letting that knee splay out. I'm going to inhale and then exhale. Begin to lean forward. Again, not letting that knee splay out. Bringing your arm up ahead for dancer. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to sway. Let me go ahead and show you a couple modifications. One, using a strap. So let me go ahead and wrap this around my foot. Okay. So once you got your strap in place, going on your right foot, we are going to bend into that leg. Find your tension here. Use your strap, whatever length you desire. Other modification, use a wall, use a chair, use something to help you keep your balance. Find that stretch in the back of your leg. Play around with it. Don't be afraid to fall and sway. When you're ready, inhale or exhale your leg back down, and then inhale yourself back up to center. We'll go to the other side. So, we'll just get rid of that. So, left foot, center. I'm definitely tighter on my right side today, so we will see how it goes without the strap. I'm already swaying. Left foot, center, bending into my right knee. Oh my gosh. Already having trouble grabbing. Let's use the strap. Let's use the strap. Okay. Not trying to get hurt before I go on vacation, y'all. So, left foot center, bending my right foot, bringing it up and back, exhaling, finding my dancer. Remember, don't open that hip. Keep that knee pointed down to the floor. And don't forget to breathe. And when you're ready, after you're done playing, exhale back down, come back through center, and release. All right, y'all, shake it on out. You guys have done some serious work. Now let's meet back where we started. In Tadasana Mountain Pose. Feet hips distance. Palms facing out from you. Whatever light you pictured earlier, imagine yourself calling it back to you now. take some big breaths, some big belly breaths. Inhale your arms up overhead, taking all of this energy we've created. And exhale, back down, releasing what no longer serves you. And inhaling up again. And exhale. Once more, inhaling up, biggest you have all class, reaching up as high as you can, and inhaling just a little bit more. And exhale, hands to heart. Amazing class, guys. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Oh, I really loved this class. I hope you guys did too. So please leave a comment below letting me know what you guys think. And I will see you guys next time. Namaste.